your microphone. Hello everybody, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is David for Elizabeth Craft Designs, now with my microphone switched on. This freaked me out a bit because I had a stressful live yesterday when I was having no sound, and that was an issue. Now I just forgot to switch on my microphone, so that was user error. So it's one of those days. Good to see you all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I see Stephanie, Ivor, Joanne, Karen, hello. Hi Chantal, hi Laurie, hi Toril, hello, hello. Hi Esther, Karine is here, hi Deborah, Andrea. Well, lots of people already joining us for a fun live tonight. It's going to be fun, I'm pretty sure of that. It's a fun technique that I'm going to do. Sure, many of you know it, but hey, I'm just going to put my twist on it. Hi Saskia, hi Debbie. So don't forget to like, share and comment to be able to win the $50 gift certificate, because with all the fun stuff at Elizabeth Craft Designs, you want that. You want that. I'm pretty sure you do. So I'm just trying to find myself on my phone. So that should work like that. There we go. Now I'm all set and ready to go. It should be. Okay, it should be. Don't hold me to it. Hi Leslie. Hi Deborah. Hi Becky. So we're streaming live. Well, I'm streaming live to both Facebook and YouTube at the same time. I have the comments in two different screens, so I have to go back and forth and have to make something. So that's going to be challenging because I'm a man. Can't do two things at the same time. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So yeah, what am I going to do? Before we start, don't forget to like, share and comment. I just said that, but you can never say that enough times. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to use your dies in a different way. And then I'm going to use my favorite watercolor paint ever, which is the Elizabeth Craft Designs ones, to create a background. Also, again, in a different way. So, hi Els. So let's switch the cameras around, shall we, so that we can get started. So here we have, I'm still not happy with what I'm looking at. Just give me one short second. That's better. That one should be there. That one should go there. There we go. Now I'm all happy. Now it's all fine. So what I've got on my desk is I've got my journal, which I decorated during a live the other day. It's getting quite full already. This is my Hinge to the Past journal. This is the new Square XL. I love this journal. And the Stonewashed Grey. I love that color. Hi Mariline. Oh, now I've lost the YouTube comments. What did I do? Where did they go? There we go. They're back. Okay. So I've been playing in that quite a lot. I love this one. Love that rose. Hi Colin. So yeah, I'm going to be making something here because that's an empty page. You see that? For some reason my camera is very much this way. Don't know why. So yeah, that's where I'm going to work, but that'll be until the end because I'm going to be working on watercolor paper. So, but first I'm going to work on these babies. Now these are two backgrounds that I cut out, or four actually, using the, I'll show you this set, the 2209 journal sleeve fillers 2. Els did a wonderful video on how to make this look fantastic as a frame. I'm just gonna do that slightly different, completely different actually. So let me show you how I'm going to do that. I'm going to use the, I've used the matte layer die to create to cut out the backgrounds. And then I'm going to dry emboss this. Now, I'm going to show you two ways to do this. One is wrong in my opinion, and that's the first one. So I'm going to do that to this one. So I'm going to place this on here, and that really depends on your own die cutting machine, because that's really yeah, different for all. my machine came with the embossing mat. I know the Spellbinders machines come with that rubbery mat. Sizzix, you can buy it separately. So yeah, you need one of these rubbery mats. So I know the sandwich for mine, but I can't tell you for other ones. But yeah, this is a very common thing as well. So I'm going to put that there, and then I'm going to place this onto that rubber mat, like that. Make sure it's sort of centered, and run that through my machine. And then we're going to see how it turns out. So hello everybody that came in a bit later. Okay, now I've got this one, and it's pretty. There's nothing wrong with it. It's nicely embossed, but I will show you the difference in a second. Now I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to do it from the back. So I'm going to turn it over, place this on the back, and then I'm going to run that through again. And we're going to see the difference. Hello back to England, Diane. So, here's that other one. Now, on the pretty side, I've got my raised areas. You see that? Now let me show you why I think the second one is the better way to do it. I'm just going to take whatever ink, just going to use my vintage photo, and I'm just going to go over that. Both are pretty, yes, but not what I want. But again, both are pretty. I'm not going to throw this one away. I will use that. But you see that? Pretty. And I love the texture, so yeah. But this one, you get the delicate lines pushed up into the paper. Like that. And to me, this shows the delicacy of that beautiful dye way more than this. You see that? Let me pull you closer. You see that? So I prefer this side to this side. But that's, again, preference. Here's another one that I tried on the big square, and you see it's more in your face in a way, but both are pretty. So it's a different way of doing it. One is debossed, the other is embossed, but hey, I want it this way. So I'm going to do the same to this one. So from the back, like that. Because I just thought, well, while I'm doing this, I've got that mat out, I might as well do more. So I'm going to place this there, make sure it's in the middle. Yes, like that. And there as well, and run that through. Yeah, Karen, there's nothing wrong. Both sides are nice, but for what I want to do, I like this version better. And it's foolproof, which is also very nice. You see that? I love that. And at first I was a bit scared to cut into that rubber mat, but that's how it works. So I don't really... I'm not scared anymore. That was just in the beginning. And do this one as well. So I have a couple. When I get my hands dirty, I might as well just, you know, do it all. Yeah, Debbie, one is more subtle. Yes. Why are you so. These are now ready to go on. So let me put this away. Don't need those. Don't need those. So first things first, what I'm going to do, this side is the pretty side. Okay. I'm going to use several of these pastes. Now these are all matte pastes, and I'm going to do quite a lot of different things to this project. So let me just get everything out. So first I'm going to start with the rusty flame, which is a very red rusty thingy. And this one actually, this is a metallic one. Now what I'm going to do, just a scrap piece of paper. Tap, 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 tap. Off to the side here. Just dab it in. And I'm going to just rub that on there. You know what, I'll do these later because I think I'm going to have my hands full. If I have time, I will finish those. And otherwise I'll do that after the live. But I just want this to. So yeah, I know Annette did a brilliant video on making rust. I'm going to do some rusty bits as well. Not because Annette did it, but yeah, I had that planned already. So there we go. This is just I'm just using my finger for that. So that's the base. Next I'm coming in with a darker color. That's this one, rusty red, which is not shiny. And I'm just gonna use my finger again, mix that into the mix. I'm not covering it all over, but just in areas. But you see how gorgeous that texture is that we created. I just love that. Okay. And next I'm going to use the darkest one. And again, I'm going to use my fingers for that. Yes, I am, Femke. Well, this is already different. This looks like rust, but this is using waxes. So this is pushing it back a tiny bit, making it less dominant. Does that make sense? Just making it darker in some areas. And just play, just go along with whatever until you're happy, fairly. That's so I'm happy with that. Next, I need my archival, and let's use this is Vintage Photo, which is an orangey brown, and I'm just gonna go over that, have a piece of paper, and rub it off. Actually, I'm dabbing it on because I don't want to cover it all, but this will matte it again, dull it down a bit, and it gets into the nooks and crannies. So I'm just rubbing my paper over it, and I'm not sure the camera picks it up, but you see the layers of color, and this looks rusted, right? It is. So, just rubbing that off. Very cool, if I say so myself. So, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to use metallic wax paste. This is from a company that's no longer there, but as Elle said, there are many on the market. These little pots. So again, picking up some with my finger. And I'm just gonna highlight, you see that? Highlight that embossing we did a bit. Just with my finger, no pressure. No pressure at all. Because I just want that to have the high points. There we go. That looks cool, doesn't it? And I'm just gonna take my finger and I'm going to hit some of the on the side here as well, just to pull it all together. Okay, that's that. I need a baby wipe to clean up my mess. Thanks, guys. It does make a difference, right? The gold. So, for the people that were in Banff last year, check your emails, because today you got an email with the opportunity to register for this year. And then I think later on, next week somewhere, the email will go out to everybody. So if you don't want to miss out, or if you want to join us in Banff and you want to make sure you're on time, because when it's sold out, it's sold out. We only have limited space. So make sure you sign up for the emails at Elizabeth Craft Designs if you haven't done so yet, because that will definitely, then you'll be the first to know. And you won't miss out on anything. So I wouldn't want that for you. Okay, that's all done. Try this. Have it nice and clean again. There we go. Right. Next I need to do some fussy cutting. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put this one in there. And first do it roughly. Just get the majority out. Fantastic, Terry. Great. Did you not get it, Sylvia? If you go to the group from last year, it's in there. And great to see you again, Diane and Terry and Bob and all the others that have said that they're coming, but I missed in the comments. I just spoke to Sandra. She's coming. She signed up, so that's fun as well. Trouble in the house. We need trouble in the house, right? There are so many beautiful areas, but yeah, you know what the thing is? I think for Banff, it'll make it's easier for us to organize because Josette lives there. That makes sense, right? And it's such a beautiful area. I mean, I've been there twice now. Still not bored with it. I don't think you'll ever get bored with that. Beautiful place. Now, I'm not as good in fussy cutting as Els is, but I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. So do it like that. Oh, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. This is the only thing that I'm going to bore you with fussy cutting. What did I miss? Hey, Rihanna. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. I'm just going to hit that here so I don't have that white showing there. There we go. So I've got a beautiful frame now, right? But now we need something to put it on. So let me get to work on that. There are a couple of things I want to do. First things first, I'm going to make the background. And I'm going to use some watercolor paper for that, and the Elizabeth Craft Designs watercolor palette, which I adore, as you know by now. And what I'm going to do, what I have here is a water bottle that I mixed water in with Perfect Pearls. That's it. I think they will, Susan. I think they will. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be making a background in a bit of an unconventional way. Let me wet my watercolor palette here. And I'm going to start with my favorite blue. That's one of the favorites. This is my favorite. The second one is that one. So I'm just going to pick that up and place that all over my mat. So that's that one. Next I'm going to take the light blue. I'm going to mix that into the mix. So I'm going to build up layers and layers and layers of fun. So this is the ink smooshing technique. You've seen lots of people do that. But I'm not using ink, I'm using the watercolor for that. Now, I have that spray with the, I just mentioned it, Perfect Pearls in there. I'm using that. And then I'm just gonna pull this through, and this one through, and dip that all the way in there. Spray it. And for a first layer, I'm more than happy. So I'm going to dry this, and that's the clue. If you dry in between, you build up layers. If you do wet on wet, it just blends. Now the watercolor palette from Elizabeth Craft Designs, and I've said this before and I will keep saying it, is amazing. If you see this is from my live I did yesterday. I made these ADC cards. I will finish these off next week, but look at those bright colors. This is all done with the Elizabeth Craft Designs watercolor palette. It is an amazing pigmented, brightly colored palette. So yeah, I'm really loving it. So I'm just gonna add a bit more blue. Let's do a bit darker blue as well. Just add that to the mix because it's quite plain now. So spritz some water in there and dip it in there. Now what I should have done is put my mat on here, because on the glass it responds completely differently than on my mat, which is fine. I will make it work, but yeah, it's funny to see how it responds differently. Yes, I mixed the Perfect Pearls in with the water, and that will give me great shine in the background. see the depth you already get? Love that. This is watercolor paper. Now I could have tried soft finish, because soft finish card is an amazing card, and it works with a lot of stuff you throw at it. But yeah, in this case I just wanted to make sure my paper wouldn't break on me halfway through. It's just doing a live, you want to make sure you're surviving, right? Yeah, this one is going to be better than the one I tested, which I loved as well, but this one is going to be a bit darker, which I love. Ooh, 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 ooh. Just let me mix this up a bit. And I can do one more dip, but I'll dry this. But look, you see the depth you get? So one more dip in the blue, and then I will just wipe that off as well. There we go. Love that. But I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. I'm just cleaning this off, putting some bit of normal water on there without the perfect pearls. There we go. So pretty, right? Now I'm just gonna splatter a bit on there, activate that a bit, and then pick up some color. Now it won't be as much as the distress color, but it will do something. It will give you some dimension and splatters. And do you see the shine from that mica? That's going to be fantastic. Okay, but I want more grunge. You know me, right? So what I'm doing is, and again, I'm just spritzing my browns now. I'm going to use this one. It's a very reddish brown, because I've got that rust going on my thingy, the frame we made, so that's why I'm using this brown. And I'm also dipping in a tiny bit of that darker brown, which is next to it. Just picking that up. So, again, taking that mixture I have with that perfect pearl, give that a few spritzes, spread it out a bit, and throw that in the mix. And I love my browns and blues together. I can't lie. Let that move a bit. And dry that. Thank you, guys. Karin, every store should be able to order it. So yeah. And otherwise, if the stores don't have it, you can go to our website and order it from Elizabeth Craft Design's website, because we have it definitely online. But you see, with that brown, oh, I love the brown color and the layeredness of it. So, I'm going to do one more layer. So let me pick up my brush. And I'm going to stick to the darker brown, I think. And I might even throw in some of the darker. Yes. Just mixing that. So it doesn't need to be one color per se. So I'm mixing the two together. Spraying it out. And there we go again. And I'm not paying too much attention. You get what you get, right? I think that's fine. Didn't like that bit, so I just made it wet. And now I'm completely gonna dry this and clean up this mess right here. Doing two things at the same time. I'm proud. Well, no, Susan, I've had this for 3 years, I think. It's nearly empty. Just make sure you shake it up well before you use it, and then you should be fine. Susan asked if it doesn't clog up. So no. Hi, Sandra. Troubles in the house on YouTube, guys. You know I love you, right? Okay. Where did I put my big brush? I just used it. Oh, here it is. Put it away. So I'm taking archival ink again. And I'm just gonna use my vintage photo to go around. Now I'm gonna chop this up. So in a way it doesn't make sense to do it now, but it does. Because it gives me an idea of that finished project. Now ideally I would have used also a darker ink, but my dark ink is packed for a fair that I'm doing on Friday in Gorinchem for the Dutchies. I'm going to be there on Friday. Anita will be there on Saturday with the flowers and Josette's collection. Oh, this background is just, you see that shine? I love this. Oh, love it. Well, I've only said that like 10 times, Femke, that I'm using Perfect Pearl in my bottle. Okay, next I'm going to take a stencil and I'm going to use that to put on some texture, just with a lighter touch. So I'm not going to really press hard. Going to go over that. Just adding another layer of yumminess to that background. There we go. Do you see that? Just another layer. So, next what I'm going to do, I need a paper trimmer. Bear with me. I should have more than the ones that I've got packed. Just don't know where. I'll use this one. Because I need to trim this to size. Now, I'm going to make this 11.5 centimeters. That's the score line, David. There we go. By 11.5. That should be fine as a matte layer. I'm not throwing these away. No way. So this is gonna, let me check if that fits. It should fit, but you never know. Perfect. So that's going to be my matte layer. Now I'm coming back in with that vintage photo in archival. I'm just gonna go around darkening that up ever so slightly. Not too much, but I just want it to be the same. So this is my matte layer. So what's going to be on there? This one, like so. And then I'm going to do something here and there. So let's start with that now. Now, this is sort of an idea I got from Annette. She used grit paste. I've got grit paste in Crypt. So let's open that one up. I've tested it with another way of doing it, which I loved, which is even more into the mixed media, but that takes too long to dry. So then I thought, ooh, Annette gave the tip of grit paste, which I still have closed, so let's do that. Hi Susanna, good to see you. So, here's my paste. Let me get a palette thingy. Okay, that's gonna work. So what I'm gonna do, here on the side, I'm just gonna, in that corner, build up a bit of a layer of that grit paste. And I'm tapping on it so it gets even more texture. And I'm going to do the same in the top corner. Maybe keep it a bit smaller. Now the color, I really don't care because I'm going to cover that up anyway. So by tapping on it, you get more texture. Yep, that's fine. Okay, let's close this up. And I need a baby wipe to clean. Dum, 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 dum. Well, as you could see, Susan, I had never used it, so good reason to take it out now, right? So, I'm going to dry this, because I need this to be dry. I think so, Diane. It would. It would. Oh, same here, Pam. I love MixedMedia. I just love it as well. Interesting stuff, this. I'm not sure if you are supposed to heat set this. I don't know. It now, yeah, it looks like cement in a way. I think if you let it just dry, you get more of a texture to it. But I need this dry, so come on, do your thing. For some reason I've lost the YouTube comments, guys, so if I don't respond to anything you're saying, I'm sorry. They froze, they do not move anymore. The Facebook comments are running, so I know I'm good there. Okay, I'll let that cool down a bit. Oh, that's not dry by all means. So, okay, new plan. I'm going to put this to the side and I'm going to work on the next step because I'm not done yet. So that's, in this case, not too bad. I'm going to use this beautiful stamp from the set In Full Bloom. And I'm going to, where did I put my block? Here is my block. And I'm going to stamp on that, on a piece of, in this case, very smooth, no, that's the wrong paper, actually. Yeah, this is too absorbent. I need watercolor paper, or not watercolor, special paper for working with alcohol inks. And I'm going to stamp with Memento, because I'm going to color this in using my alcohol markers, my Olo markers. Hi, Penny. Oh, you can always look back, that's the benefit. So I'm making sure there's a good layer of that Memento ink on there. I don't like Memento ink, but with alcohol markers it helps. Stamping it down. Antoinette, I'm at Kimia on the workshop square. That's where we are. Okay, that's done now. Beautiful stamp. Love that. Penny, I can't be a judge for that because the Olo markers are the only ones I have. I don't have any other ones. I do know that the Olo markers are very good quality and I adore them. I know they are more economical than the other brands, the big one. I can't remember the name even. The Copic ones. But again, I don't have them. I can't compare. I love these. So, I'm going to start with the rose. And I'm going to do this the David way. And the David way is, well, no, Memento is a, I don't know, it's one of the inks from Tsukineko, which I love, don't get me wrong, because my favorite inks are actually from the same brand. But I don't know why I don't like the Memento ones. But for alcohol markers, they work perfectly. So I'm just going to color this whole rose in one color to start with. And it's nearly Valentine's Day, so I thought let's do a red rose, right? So the David way means quick and dirty. Like so. Even if I color a bit outside of the lines, it's not that bad in this case. And this one is also a rose petal. Okay, now I'm concentrating, so I'm definitely not reading any comments, guys. So, next I'm coming in with a darker color, and I'm just going to shade it a bit where the rose petals overlap. Nothing too much. And this is, I'm going to do the same with the green. Just making it a bit darker. And that just gives it dimension. Do it a bit more with this one. Like that, and then I'll go back with the lighter one and blend those two out. That's how I do it. Very easy, right? Anyone can do it like this. And then I fussy cut it out. And when I'm completely finished, because I'm not going to bore you with all that, this is what you get. Isn't that pretty? I love it. This is such a beautiful stamp. And I love that rose, how it turned out. So this is how I no, Memento is not a pigment ink. This is also dye ink. It says it right there. This one is a pigment ink, Susan. The Versafine Clair, that's pigment. And pigment dissolves with alcohol. That's why this doesn't, and a pigment will smudge. I know that much. So, gorgeous, right? Hi, Celine. So I love that one. Now, my idea is to put this one behind the frame and in it, like that. Cool, right? So, where am I with this? Okay, that's sort of dry-ish. Dry enough. Okay, what I'm going to do with that is I'm just looking for my test piece. Oh yeah, I remember now. I'm going to start with the patina one. And this is sort of a paint by Finnebear. I'm just looking for, no, okay. I'm just picking that up, dabbing it off in my tub, and I'm going to dab this onto my grit paste thingy that we just created. Dab, brush, make sure it's on there. Like that. And this has sort of a gritty stuff in it as well, so that will give you even more of that rusty effect. I love that. So I'm just covering that up. There we go. Close this up. Now, if you think, why is he looking to the side constantly? I was convinced I had a rusty red of the same, but it's not here. But we'll make it work without that. I'm going to take a baby wipe and clean off this brush. Thank you. I just love that, making my own backgrounds. Well, it's a patina green color. This is a very dark brown. So I'm picking that up. Dabbing that in there. Is this dry? Give this a blast with the heat tool. Again, I want to layer it. I don't want to blend it in with the green. I know, Pam. I love that too. The texture it gives. Okay. And I'm doing the same thing. Leaving some of that green exposed. And it really looks like a patina. A rusty patina look. See that? There's still a bit of green coming through. There we go. Love that. Okay. Put that to the side. I'm really wondering what I did here, but I think I remember now. I came in with this. The orangey red color. And just dab that. Yes, that's what I did. I remember now. No, I said I knew I had a rusty red. There you go. There we go. I'll have to clean this up thoroughly later, but for now, just like this is fine. Put those in water. Love it. So let's dry it. Does that look like rust or not? Right? I think it does. It's not completely gone, Patricia. You still see it shining through. And if you really want to put some back, you can go over it and put some of the green in. But this looks like rust to me. Just drying that. Then I'm coming back in, so I'm going to do the same as I did there. With that wax, and give this some shine. So that shine makes it look like it's really rusted metal. But flaky. It's been rusting for a long time, indeed. My pleasure, Susan. My pleasure. We don't talk politics here, but I feel you. Right. Let's do some last bits. It's like an old piece of copper with that hint of patina coming through. There we go. So now all that is left is to glue this together. So this is going to be here. Let me just put a tiny bit of glue behind there. Like so. Just so it sticks there. And here. Like that. Now a tiny bit broke off because this fussy cutting, as I said, I'm not the best fussy cutter. So I'm going to glue that back because that fell off here. So that's where it's going to be glued back. Right? There we go. No, it's a gritty paint. It's an effect paste. It's different than the grit pastes. So, that's that. Done. Now, this needs to go on here. Oh, I love that. Look at that. I love it when a plan comes together, guys. Sometimes it doesn't, but when it does, it's lovely, right? You know that feeling. There we go. I'm just going to place that on there. Look at that. It also gives me a bit of a Beauty and the Beast vibe with that rose. I don't know. I love it. I love it. So, clean hands, yes. Let me get my journal. Then I can stick this into place. Now, before I do that, I need to ink this a bit. Not much because there's enough texture on there, but I don't want the white border. So with whatever's left on my dauber, I will just go around this. So that's going to go there. I'm just gonna put some glue close to the edge because it's quite warped. Because yes, we've thrown a lot of water on it. Let me just hold that in place for a second. Oh, I've got two of them facing each other now, but that's fine. I'll put something in between here, and then that's solved. I've used that one quite a lot already. The roses are popular. Let me zoom in. Let me give you a close-up. I love this. I love how this rose turned out. By the way, pretty chuffed with that. I love how that, you still see that green through there. Yeah, love it. Love it. So, I'm going to put a sentiment on here. Do I still have sentiment? Do I have my sentiments here? I like this one. The best things take time because, well, this life took me some time, right? And I'm just going to go over that with the vintage photo to make it even more rustier. This one is from the Journal Phrases set with a matching die that just came out. Journal Phrases 4 from the top of my head. And that's going to be, I think here, as sort of the title of a picture, a painting. Tale as old as time. Yeah, exactly. The best things take time, but tale as old as time, true as it can be. There we go. Now I'm done. Just love it. Love, 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 love it. So, there we go. That was it for today, guys. I hope you loved it as much as I did. Don't forget to like, share, and comment, as I said before. But yeah, thank you for joining me today, and I would love to see you for the next one. I don't know when the next one is at Elizabeth Craft Designs, but I'll be live on my own channel on Tuesday, finishing up those ATCs. And so, yeah, that's it. Thank you for joining me today, and love to see you the next time. Thank you. Bye.